It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies as they'll be playing against the Timberwolves out in Minneapolis. Looking at Minnesota, they know this is the type of game they need to win if they're going to take the next step. Facing a closely ranked team, but with home court, they feel like they have the edge. Well, Coach Dave Joerger on the bench for the Grizzlies, as always. He's a coach who completely embodies the roster and franchise that he works for. Kenny, what can you say about Joerger's approach and how he handles his team?
He's not a guy that's going to be flapping his arms around. He's very quiet, hardworking, probably overlooked on how good a coach he is because his demeanor is so calm. But he's got a very practical approach, everything he does. He's not flashy, but he's very effective, guys.
He embraces analytics, and he wants things to be backed up with facts when he's making his decisions.
Do you embrace analytics as well, Dr. O'Neal?
No, I do not.
Why not?
No such thing.
What do you mean?
No such thing.
Sure there is.
It's not.
There's advanced stats, analytics.
What did you look at? What did you look at?
Smats.
What did you look at?
I looked at you in your eye.
And said if you could play, you could play.
I looked at you in your eye and determined if you were going to be barbecue chicken, fried chicken, or souffled salmon.
When you look at me in my eye, what do you see?
Lasagna.
You guys are making me hungry again.
Let's go to Kevin
You
Harlan.
look Italian today, Ernie.
Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Last game for the Timberwolves, they picked up the W against the Mavericks in Dallas. And that was a serious blowout. Not too many people can claim that they saw that coming.
They just look stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Memphis, Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Carter is out there with Green, and it's Gasol at the center position. Now here is Conley, following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Conley with it, 6 to shoot. And Carter has it in the corner. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. There was a time when the media had written off Shabazz Muhammad as an impact player he showed last year. He belongs in this NBA.
Yeah, certainly did. I mean, he improved in every facet of the game. And sometimes we tend to write guys off a little too soon, Kevin. The media in general, not you in particular. He's been a big-time performer for the Wolves.
Allen dishes to Gasol. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Marc Gasol surprisingly nimble for a 7-footer. He really moves his feet well at both ends of the floor.
And when you look at Marc Gasol now versus when he came into the league, remarkable how that body of his, Clark, has transformed.
Kevin, he changed his diet and he dropped a bunch of weight. Believe it or not, he even grows vegetables at his house. He's really gone all in on the transformation of his body.
Clark, good information.
Yes, sir.
How'd
That's
you
what
know
we
all
do.
that stuff?
That's what we do here. Woo. Info and entertainment.
And he can't get the first one. Now we know that Marc Gasol was one of the most sought-after free agents this past summer. Clark, all along, most figured he'd be back in Memphis.
Yep, a winning team, max dollars. And don't forget now, he went to high school in Memphis while his brother Powell played there. He's where he belongs.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
Marc Gasol, a first-time All-Star starter last season. He and his brother Powell both starting in that game. The first time that's ever happened in league history, and having both those guys go head-to-head.
Now, here's Rubio. He had 25 points in the win against Dallas.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
Conley with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Chang against Gasol. And here's Conley outside. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
And Rubio kicks to Towns. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Oh, listen, no doubt you could argue Marc Gasol is the best center in the league right now. I mean, this guy does it all. Defends, rebounds, passes, scores. I mean, he's also a great teammate. They all love him. And to me, that matters in the big picture. When you're talking about developing chemistry and trust, sometimes the difference between winning and winning it all is whether or not your teammates like it.
Here's Rubio following the basket by Marc Gasol. Here's Muhammad. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Tony Allen.
You know, Dave Joerger, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Joerger. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Muhammad hits them both. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Pass to Towns. There's the triple. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Towns has got 5 points so far. The Grizzlies trail by 5.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. A part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
And it's Carter missing.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted. And really, I like the movement and communication.
It's stolen by Allen. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Conley, the pass to Gasol. Towns with the steal. Here's Conley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got his first basket.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
Here is Conley after the basket by Minnesota. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Carter dishes to Gasol. Wiggins with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 5. We'll go to Doris Burke, who moments ago spoke with head coach Flip Saunders. And Doris, what do you have to say?
He brought up Marc Gasol, a kind of sleeper player he thinks could give them trouble. Coach said he's a guy 7 foot plus. He's very skilled, can shoot and finish over either shoulder, and he doesn't shy away from contact. He's a guy you have to really pay attention to. And I've told our guys, we can't let him have a big game. Fellas, we'll see how they do against him.
Thank you, Doris. Now here's Wiggins. They picked up 24 points in their last one against the Mavericks in Dallas. Here's Towns, and again it's Minnesota converting.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They are a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
Here's Allen after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Now Rubio. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Muhammad. Ball's knocked loose.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Now here's Green. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver.
Yeah, but you can't talk about his performance without mentioning what he did defensively in terms of shot blocking. He was a force of nature.
Harden. And the shot falls short this time.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
They set the screen. Here's Wiggins, rejected by Gasol. Now here's Muhammad, defended by Allen. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. The pass to Muhammad. Back to Wiggins. Pulls up on the elbow, and he hits the jumper for 2. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the night.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And they've gotten good looks, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Defense is a big part of these players' games as the top shot blockers among small forwards this season. 4th, Andrew Wiggins.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
Well, you'd think the energy they expend defensively would take away from their offense, but that's not the case. For most of them, a block leads to an easy basket or fuels their offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Adrian Payne comes in for Towns. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. And Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. It's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here is Stevenson. Following the score by Kevin Garnett. Stevenson drives in. They need this one. And the layup is up and in.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Last outing for Memphis, they won that game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Barnes can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 11. Wiggins outside. Jones the pass to Garnett. Wide open. That one wide left.
Could it have been any other way? Last season, KG returning to the Wolves. I mean, the entire city was buzzing for his return.
Lawson dishes to Green. Kicks to Stevenson. The feed now to Gasol. Lets it go from 14. And he gets the buckets. Gasol's got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Now here's Wiggins. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Kevin Garnett was once the star here and now is acting as the mentor for all these young Timberwolves players. He won't let them slack even for a moment on or off the floor.
You know, it's that competitive fire that made KG so great, Kevin, and Minnesota made a savvy move, I think, to get him into the locker room and back on the squad.
Now here's Jones after the Marcus Holmes. Outside, Jones. Garnett with a screen on Lawson. Jones for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column. Oh, nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
You know, Clark, the one thing you can say about Ty Lawson is his awareness around the floor. He's just ubiquitous, and his court vision is incredible.
Excellent peripheral vision. He averaged almost 10 assists a game last season. That's the best year of his career thus far.
Bjelica, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Memphis also making a switch. Adams, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. And that one misses.
And for Ty Lawson, playmaking isn't a concern. He's got that. His shooting accuracy, though, seems to drop every year. In fact, the last 2 years have been the worst of his career.
Here's Bjelica. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Passes to Jones. Shoots it up. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, you know, going back to Lawson's declining shooting percentage, really no apparent reason for it. Last year he launched the fewest threes in his past 4 seasons, but he still couldn't find the rhythm, and it really hurt his team down the stretch.
Here's Jones. Ty Lawson making his last shot. Jones kicks to Payne, and stolen by Barnes. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. Lawson at the elbow. Pass to Barnes. Stevenson dishes to Barnes. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Stevenson's got 3 assists now in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Memphis.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far. Adrian Payne is that new breed of big man, guys. I mean, he combines athleticism, size, and toughness with exceptional outside shooting. Made over 41% of his threes as a rookie.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And back to Adrian Payne, one of those rare guys who can lead you in block shots and free throw percentage, something he perfected at Michigan State. Truly unique in his versatility. You covered a lot of his games.
Yeah, freakish athletically, but also highly skilled, which you don't often get for guys coming out of college. But again, this is a 4-year player, and it seems like every team's looking for bigs who can defend the post as well as spread the floor, whether starting or coming off the bench. So he's certainly a valuable asset.
Now here's Adams. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Fast break, Minnesota. Prince has got the ball. Feeds to Jones. Kicks it out to Garnett. The 19-foot shot. That's good on the jump shot. Garnett's got his second basket of the game. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Timberwolves.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum. And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Garnett with the screen for Jones. Set it up with the fake.